What makes a human being abandon safety, comfort, and even the hope of survival, fully aware that the road ahead may lead to death? History is filled with wars and revolutions, but far fewer moments are defined by a single moral choice. This is not the story of a battlefield. This is the story of conscience. In the year 680 CE, one man faced a decision that would echo across centuries, shaping the language of justice, resistance, and moral courage. That man was Imam Hussain, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad. After the death of Muawiya, the political structure of the Islamic world changed dramatically. Power passed to his son, Yazid, whose rule was marked by authoritarian control and widely reported moral corruption. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, Yazid immediately sought public allegiance from influential figures to legitimize his authority. Among them, Imam Hussain stood out, not because of military strength, but because of moral legitimacy. His lineage, character, and reputation made his allegiance invaluable. Without it, Yazid's rule would always appear incomplete. In Medina, the city of the Prophet and Imam Hussein's home, the demand was delivered clearly: pledge allegiance or face consequences. For Imam Hussein, this was not a question of politics. Allegiance, in its true sense, meant moral approval. Accepting Yazid as a legitimate leader would mean endorsing injustice, corruption, and tyranny. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, Imam Hussein's refusal was firm, yet dignified. He neither insulted nor threatened. He simply declined, because his conscience did not allow compromise. The atmosphere in Medina quickly became tense. Imam Hussein understood the danger of remaining there. Any confrontation would likely spill blood in a city considered sacred, a place deeply tied to his grandfather's legacy. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, he made a deliberate and quiet decision to leave Medina under the cover of night, accompanied by his family. This departure was not flight born of fear, but a moral strategy, removing himself to prevent violence and to keep the sanctity of the city intact. The road led to Mecca, the most sacred city in Islam, and a place where violence was forbidden. His arrival did not go unnoticed. Word spread rapidly, and people from different regions sought him out. Scholars, travelers, and ordinary believers gathered around him. Many saw in Imam Hussain a living reminder of ethical leadership, someone whose authority came not from power, but from principle. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, Imam Hussain remained composed and cautious. He did not call people to rebellion. Instead, he spoke of responsibility, justice, and accountability, making it clear that leadership without morality was meaningless. While Imam Hussain remained in Mecca, events beyond the city began to shape the course of history. Letters started arriving from Kufa, a major political and military center in present-day Iraq. These letters did not come from a single group or faction. They came in waves, carried by different messengers, each repeating the same message. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, more than 12,000 letters were sent. The people of Kufa declared their rejection of Yazid and pledged loyalty to Imam Hussain, urging him to come and lead them. They promised protection, unity, and unwavering support. Despite the scale and urgency of these messages, Imam Hussain did not act impulsively. He understood the volatile nature of political loyalty and the devastating consequences of miscalculation. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, he chose verification over emotion. Rather than marching immediately, he sent his cousin, Muslim ibn Aqil, as his representative to assess the situation in Kufa. This decision reflected responsibility, patience, and a deep awareness of the human cost attached to leadership. As time passed, another threat emerged, one that struck at the heart of Imam Hussein's moral framework. Intelligence reached him that Yazid's agents had entered Mecca, prepared to assassinate him if necessary. The danger was no longer theoretical. Any act of violence would violate the sanctity of the holy city. For Imam Hussain, this was unacceptable. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, he made a decision that revealed the depth of his ethical commitment. He would leave Mecca before the pilgrimage season intensified. To ensure peace, he converted his intention from Hajj, the major pilgrimage, to Umrah, a lesser one. choosing restraint over ritual, ethics over formality. On the 28th of Rajab, Imam Hussain departed from Mecca, beginning the journey towards Iraq. This moment was not marked by celebration or certainty, it was marked by clarity. He knew the road ahead was dangerous. He knew promises could break. Yet, according to Maqtal al-Luhuf, he believed that silence in the face of injustice was a form of complicity. His movement was not driven by confidence in victory, but by refusal to surrender moral truth. Notably, Imam Hussain did not travel with an army. He traveled with his family, men, women, and children. This fact alone dismantles the idea of political ambition. A man seeking power does not bring his loved ones into uncertainty. According to Maqtal al-Luhuf, this journey was about testimony, not conquest, about standing as a witness against oppression, even if that witness stood alone. As the caravan moved forward, each step carried the weight of history. The journey from Medina had been a quiet act of resistance. The stay in Mecca had been a public moral stand. And now the road ahead symbolized a final commitment to live and, if necessary, to die without surrendering truth. The desert stretched endlessly before them. No banners of war, no promises of triumph, only a man, his family, and an unshakable belief that justice is worth any sacrifice. Ahead lay a land not yet named in this story, a place where the meaning of resistance would be sealed forever. Beyond the horizon, the sands of Karbala awaited, where this journey would no longer be about choice, but about legacy.